Hello, good evening, and welcome back to another episode of the Plus 63 HP D&D podcast. In this adventure for today, we have finally the complete Silver Shadows. I'm still about to say brochachos for your streaming pleasure today. Let us start by introducing ourselves. My name is Raymond, and I play Asumedos, your Hexblade Tiefling Warlock, who is borderline horny. And next, we have um, the most decorated individual from our team. When I say decorated, with the most number of women in their lives, let me introduce the man from Brooklyn, John.
Hi, I'm Jong. I play Itszki, the now Ranger Rogue.
Ooh,
Ah,
multi-class.
I am not borderline horny. I am just horny.
Uh,
Mm.
I'm still, not yet there. Next up, we do have our tank, our weakling of a tank. No, just kidding. Our
I
tank,
know.
the father of the group, the El Padre. I will still not call him the names he wants us to call him.
So
The hairy
close.
man with a plan, CHUBAX.
I'm CHUBAX. You can call me Papa. I play Malak, the Scourge Aasimar Paladin. That's a borderline serial
Caesar.
killer.
All right, and thank you. And it's a good welcome back here to Isa B, our one and
Hi.
only.
Hi, I'm Isa, and I play Sheevra, the Tabaxi fighter.
Nice to have you back. We missed you on the last episode, but
It's
of
good
course,
to be back.
nice. And let's kick ass. Hopefully, not get our asses kicked. But that, of course, ultimately depends on the whims of our world weaver, our dungeon master, Angelo.
Hi, I'm Angelo. So yeah, I'll be playing everyone else. Let's see if friendly or not.
We'll see. We do hope that it would be because from the last episode, we have Sheevra who went with her brother on a side discussion while the rest of the Silver Shadows met up with the Lord's Alliance. After meeting different people from various races and different cities, they've decided to hold the Silver Shadows as accountable in leading this quest against the giants. Now, will they find more information or will they run into trouble? Only the dice will tell. With that, I leave you with our amazing DM.
Okay. So yeah. So unleashed into the world finally. So after attending a meeting with the members of the Lord's Alliance, the Silvery Shadows has now been tasked to determine what happened with the giants. What is more? Is there anything more to the ordning, or all the giants working together? And who is responsible for all this giant madness? But as Asumedos, Itszki, and Malak attend this meeting, we turn to Sheevra as she finally goes to her contact. So, Sheevra, like the task that your father has given you,
Mhm.
obviously give the address. So you know where to go, which is in the in one of the buildings in the trade ward, which you've been to earlier since you all went shopping at Eldegas. Um, but yeah, as you travel through the busy streets and you are reacquainted with the wards like orange tiling throughout this whole section of the city. It's just people going about their normal day. Um, and yeah, it's a generally busy section of the city filled with like numerous colors of different clothing of different styles, as well as like different food from all over the world. And you finally come to this like slightly rundown 4-story apartment building, and with a note at hand, you know where to go. So I assume you go up to the
Mhm.
okay. So as you go up, you look for the specific door number, and I think it doesn't take a long time, and you finally find it. And yeah, you are now in front of this door with the proper address that has been given to you by your father. So yeah, at this point, what do you do?
So I assume she's already asked her brother if she knows the contact.
Oh, at this point, yeah, let's say, yeah, your brother gave you, your brother just said something along the lines of, oh, I think father used to mention that he worked with him before. I don't know the details. That was a long time ago.
She's gone alone, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so she knocks on the door.
yeah. It takes a while, and after finish knocking, it's like right before the moment that it is worrying, you finally hear sounds of like stuff being arranged inside. Um, and eventually you hear someone like hold the doorknob and start turning it. But instead of opening it, it just peeks a little bit, and you see you see in front. Well, you see like in that slit present, you see like the brown eyes of a what looks like a human, and yeah, he's not opening the door, and he just says, "And who are you?"
Good day, sir. I am Sheevra Avendapa, and uh, would you happen to know an Arvor from Hundlestone? He sent me
He
to meet you.
he with the single eye, you see it like kind of squints and just goes, "Tell me about this man."
Well, he is a fighter in the Avendapa uh, dojo. He haven't really thought about much about him. Wait. He's a skilled monk, and he's traveled around the world for much of his early life before he ended up in the higher mountains. So you may have met him. Links like Tabaxi.
It takes a while for him to reply, and then eventually he just looks at you with a single he looks at you at that single eye, studies you closely, just asks, if he had a scar, where would it be?
Across his chest, over his heart.
The door slams shut, and then you hear like a lock being turned. Eventually it opens, and you see in front of you, and it's not a human, but basing on the ears, it seems to be like a half elf. And yeah, this is like is like like, let's say like 5'9" to 5'11", rather thin but lanky, and is wearing like simple clothes. And as the door is open, the smell of the like apartment just washes over you, and it smells of like old books, old papers. You know that smell when you open a book for the first time in
Mhm.
X number of years? Yeah, that smell. And he just like, come in, come in, come in, come in. And he says, don't mind the tresem, don't mind the tresem, and he immediately closes the door. And he scans around, and I'd say between the two of you, I believe you'd have the higher perception. So but as he closes the door, you immediately see something move to your left. And this singular room that you're in is like filled with like bookshelves and scrolls, and there's like a little comfy couch. But like what catches your eye is you see a cat just on top of one of the bookshelves, and the cat jumps down, and that's when you notice the cat unfurls its wings and glides across the room and lands on top of a table on the far side. And yeah, He just looks at the cat and goes, "Okay, you're here. Okay." And after that, he's like, "Okay, hello, hello. Come in, come in. Would you want some tea or a drink?" Uh,
Yeah, sure.
and then as he goes to the kitchen, it goes, "Well then, what has uh, what has the daughter of my friend? Why would she be here?" As you hear the sounds of like tea being made.
There's a giant threat afoot, both in the north and I believe in the nearby areas. And my father believes that you know something that could be of help. I'm with a group that are trying to resolve this issue.
Mm. And have you seen these giants up close?
Ah, yes. We have engaged in battle with some of them.
He studies you close. He looks at like he stops working on the tea and he looks at you and says, after a while, goes back. Um, at this point, like he doesn't say much. He doesn't say anything as she finishes tea. But as he returns, he has two cups of tea and asks you to sit down with him on the table. And yeah, as you sit down, he says, "Well, if you are still alive, then that must mean you have some power in you."
Mm-hmm. Was one hell of a fight, let me tell you that.
Yes, I have, yes, I have heard of the strength of giants. Um, uh, and your father said that perhaps I have information that would help you with
Yeah,
the giant.
yes. That's why I'm here.
He tweedles his thumbs a bit and says, "Well, truth be told, I'm not a giant expert. I'm more of a dragon expert."
Oh, dragons.
Yes. Well, dragons and giants have always been enemies, and it is said that before our time, uh, humanoids, it is the dragons and giants who have fought their eternal war, ending in a stalemate that left the whole world in destruction.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps your father believes that if giants are involved, we must seek the wisdom of dragons. If they choose to give, as dragons are very notorious for. Then he just makes like chompy movements with his hands. He purses his lips and he looks around and he immediately stands up and goes to a desk and takes a book and opens it, going through some of his notes. Um, and then he looks at you and then looks down at his book and looks at you and you just I'd say with your perception you would have heard he muttered the words, "Well, perhaps they will survive this if they are worthy. Let us see, let us see." And then he approaches you again as he sits down and takes a deep breath and says, I personally do not have any knowledge that would help you directly, but I may know someone who could. Um, I must warn you though, she is very, very dangerous. And if you
Mm.
do not treat her with respect, eh, uh, it might not end well for you.
Mm. What might they know?
Well, this in the I'd say around 7 days from Waterdeep, there is a forest called the Crypt Garden Forest.
Crypt.
It is Crypt Garden, so KRYPT Garden. I'll send it in the chat.
My handwriting sucks.
Yeah, I'll send here. Okay, there. Um, okay. In that forest. If you can find her, but to be honest, I feel that she will find you. Um, there lies an ancient green dragon
Hmm.
by the name Progliamatar.
She nods.
Yeah, I will send the spelling because like it's too complicated.
Wait, you said it was
Uh,
6 miles
Ugly
from Notre
Amaton.
Dame?
No,
Six,
7 days.
7 days.
7 days.
A week.
7 days north. When we load the map, I'll add it as a marker now. She is a very old, a very cunning dragon. As the pinnacle of her species, the green dragons demonstrate that their strength lies not in their physical prowess, but in their cunning and deception and general skullduggery. There is anyone that could answer this, perhaps it is her. Legends say that she knows about everyone and anything, for she spends most of her days scrying on everybody.
Would she be inclined to share information with us?
If you are respectful and do not insult her, maybe.
Mm. All right.
Yeah,
I do
if you
know
doubt-
I do know rudimentary, draconic, so that may help in our exchanges. I hope.
at this point, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wait. Wisdom saving throw. +2. Okay. 5, 6, 7.
So bad. Nothing happens, but you can't trick a feeling as if someone's watching you.
Hmm.
Are you okay, my dear?
Somehow not. No, I'm fine. Just. Are you the only one in your house?
Well, it's me and Mr. Marbles over there.
Oh,
And,
hello,
he,
Mr. Marbles.
he points towards the cat. Yeah. Yes. Why do you ask?
Just sometimes I get these feelings that something's off. And I've been more paranoid as of late with what's been happening.
That is good. You must be careful. We do not know what threats are out there, and seeing and hearing from your group that you are to tackle this giant problem. It does not take a smart individual to ascertain that danger will indeed come your way.
Mhm. Is there anything we can do to make because I know dragons are quite prideful. Is there anything we can do to make her more pliable to speaking to us, like a gift or something of the like?
Well,
Or
if you have, I mean, at the very base level, dragons love gold. If you have a gem of significant value, that could help us well. Um, uh, well, that's always a good gift to give. And it's a basic enough gift that at least you don't have to think that hard.
Is there anything else I need to know about when we head there?
Well, just remember to be very, very respectful. Um, and like all dragons of her kind, the chromatic ones, do not interrupt. Do not uh, do not give her any reason to suspect that she. Do not give her any reason to think that you are disrespecting her.
Okay. Polite language. I'll remember that. Thank you.
And in your little adventuring party, are you the only female in the group?
Yes, I am.
Oh, and how many are you in the group?
She counts on her fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Oh, 5? Wait, it's the Silvarian count.
No.
No, it doesn't.
Not
4 then.
anymore.
Well, in
Not
that
Silvarian. I mean the other guy. What's his name?
Sildar.
Hildar. Does he count?
We don't know if he's going. That's a good question. We forgot about him the last episode.
Yes. I'll just say 4.
4 or 5, yeah.
well, from what I've heard of the legends, she is more receptive to the feminine voice. Yes,
I
if,
t- I too am receptive to the feminine voice. Very much so. She laughs awkwardly
yes.
and
She has,
rubs her arm. Yeah.
she oftentimes I've heard in conversation that she prefers to listen and at least I mean as much as a dragon would towards us humanoids, she prefers to listen and listen more to the feminine side of things.
Mhm. All right.
And if you are
Okay.
the only female in the group, perhaps you have to be ready to be the one to speak for your party.
Yeah. Speaking, my greatest strength, she says sarcastically.
Over his head, it's like, very good then. Then the party is fine.
She laughs. This is gonna be great. Oh.
I see you're already happy with this development. Yeah. Like over
has
his
a-
head.
She has a forced smile.
Yeah, and he
Anyway.
nods, happy, and then yeah. If you have anything to ask him?
Before I go, how did you come to know my father? He didn't say much about you. Do you know him in his youth when he was kind of just all over the place, going from home to home, not having one place to stay? Or did you meet him after he was taken in by our dojo?
We knew each other when he was still a young one, roaming the realm as an adventurer. He helped me during the whole when the cult of the dragon was doing the nefarious plans in the world. Uh, well, it's been a long time, perhaps I can say. We tried to infiltrate the cult of the dragon to get more information about what they plan to do. Yes, and that is where I know your father from.
That's interesting. He doesn't talk about his past very much.
The dragon crisis is very traumatic for lots of individuals, especially so the ones involved directly in the conflict.
Thank you then for speaking to me.
Yes, of course. Anything for him. He has saved my life after all, numerous occasions while we were undercover.
She looks at the cat and says, "Is it friendly?"
Oh, Mr. Mubbles. Yes, I believe so. And then he calls to the cat and like takes a while for the cat because the cat's in its own little world. It takes a while for the cat to reply, but the cat flies in at some point.
She makes little meowing noises like a kitten and like, beckons to it. Come here, come here, come here.
Okay, roll me animal handling.
Finally get to use that.
Malak would have said, is she yummy?
No. No, I get a 4 + 2 if 4. 6. Yes.
Somebody's gonna get bitten.
Scratched. Gonna
She
scratch her.
hisses and then she hisses and tries to scratch you. Does she miss? Wait, let's
She
see.
miss. What's her
You're gonna
AC?
get that.
She misses. She misses. She misses. She rolled a
Ah.
3, so whatever. She
Ah,
misses.
she's a feisty one then.
Yes, Miss
Level
Mrs. Mumbles
6,
is
and
quite-
you almost got hit and got
Come on.
got by a cat.
And the cat flies away with your unfortunate roll of 6. The cat flies away and just looks at you cautiously on top of another bookshelf. Just glares down at you.
I guess being of the same blood doesn't matter to this one.
Well, that can
Cats do
apply to
that.
any human. Any
Mhm.
humanoid. Look at all the humans fighting each other.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway,
then-
I don't want to take any more of your time, sir. I have matters to attend to with the rest of my adventuring group.
Yes, keep safe. And travels be well, may you stay alive during your travels. And good luck. Well, actually, you don't need luck. So so I very much hope your conversation with the great old worm is a pleasant one.
Yes. And thank you for the tea, by the way. I love jasmine.
Yeah, yes. Yes, I believe your father introduced me to that. So, another one of his little gifts. And like after that, he walks you out, as a courtesy. And yeah, after more pleasant goodbyes, you hear the door shut behind you, and numerous locks slot into place. But yeah, you are now done with that. I'd say like the whole thing took around like 30 minutes, 1 hour maybe.
Mhm.
And I'd say like since based on the last session, like we had Sheevra say that she had to meet the contact. So I assume the whole group and Sheevra have an understanding of like where to meet after all this, after all the.
Yeah.
So like where would the party meet if ever?
Yawning portal.
Are we? Yeah, I guess. Are we leaving? Not yet, right? I guess.
No,
Okay,
we were resting. We're like gathering supplies.
Oh yeah.
that's true.
Do I roll my health?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes, yes. Let's roll your HP.
Okay, so what do I do?
D10. Wait lang, what's your
Roll
con
it.
modifier? What's your con
My-
modifier?
Con plus 3.
Okay. So whatever you roll plus 3. And then add that to your current HP.
But she re-rolls ones and twos, right?
No, just once.
Oh, just once. Okay.
D what again? 10?
Mhm.
Which
get a
one here
zero.
is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Where's my D10?
Pyramid-looking thing
This one.
that has. Many...
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got an 8.
Nice.
8. So 11.
Nice.
So add 11 to your total.
So what's your
Okay.
HP now?
Where do I edit character?
Hit point.
Go here. Hit points. Plus 11. So I am at 65. I
Huh?
think, yeah. Am I supposed to be 65?
Where were you last time? That seems like a big jump.
54. 54.
Really?
That's pretty awesome.
When I
We have a
wait,
new tank.
when I
No,
leveled
no, no,
up,
no, no.
kasi-
I think when you leveled up, it added.
yeah, I think it
it added
na.
something.
So
You have to remember what your HP was before you hit
54.
level up.
I don't remember.
Because it could have added your average HP.
Which is
So
Mhm.
so that's 6. So plus 9.
so minus 9.
-9.
Yeah.
Okay. Minus.
I wouldn't mind you being the tank.
Less
No.
being hit, right?
-9. So she is at 56.
Damn, I'm
Okay.
at 48.
Is she? Oh, it's long rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, your HP level is 56.
Seems high, right?
Yeah, 56. Sorry.
Wait, it should be higher
That's
then.
Oh,
Is it?
But yeah, cause I know you've been rolling decent in your HP. Eh. If you're a
Yeah.
level 6 fighter with a 3 con, the average HP is 58.
mm. So,
Baka tama yung 64.
do I add the +9 back?
Diba? Baka tama yung 54 niya.
But it's supposed to be 64, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you add the
Kasi
level,
ako
it goes up eh. Let me try. Hold on.
Wait, I have spare characters here.
Okay,
I'll try
you
to
do
level
it.
them up. Okay, okay, I'll use my level 13 character. Okay, so the HP is 142, so just like so everyone can remember. So 142.
142.
Okay, I'll level him up. Okay, add fighter level. Oh, he leveled up the HP also.
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, mine. It did on mine also.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what's your
normally
ano now?
does.
What was your HP before this? Before
She can't
adding the
remember.
11?
Yeah.
No. Like now, like right now.
50. My HP right now is 56.
56. And then did you add the 11 already? Not yet.
I added the 11, then I subtracted 9.
Check something.
I mean, I
what
can
did
prob-
say kanina? We went 142 no kanina for my fighter.
Mm-hmm.
The HP I said kanina 142, right?
Yes.
So it added 9 HP. Con 4, 3. Would you remember if you rolled low in any of your HP?
No, I don't remember. I think it was decent.
I don't know if we can scour the previous episodes if she's gonna mention it there. Oh, she probably.
But
When did we level up? Level 5.
After the no. Level 5.
No,
Was it-
she joined level 5.
Oh, okay. Then we can
So
find
this was
that.
when she was onboarded.
Huh?
So she rolled everything together. She rolled everything
Yeah.
together.
So we can find
supposedly.
that. We should be able to find that.
Okay, so let's do that after. So right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
let's just stick to your average HP. So
Okay.
let's put your HP first at 58. So that's average with a +3 con. That's
Okay.
as a level 6 fighter, yeah.
58.
And then and then later let's just move it around if we can see the numbers. Yeah, but now let's just reroll an 8 now. So
Yeah, I'll check. That'll be my homework later.
okay, yeah. So yeah, so everyone's gonna see each other at the Yawning Portal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Do
yeah,
we go like buy potions first, or do we even have? Can we afford them?
We have a lot of money. We just can't afford the ones that we want. The items
Yeah,
that we need.
that's true.
But yeah, we do you have any potions, Sheevra?
yeah. I'll go to the CR first, but like
Go.
at this
I
point,
don't-
I'll say that you guys reconvene at the Yawning Portal. And yeah, So you can discuss the stuff you need to buy.
Yeah, check your equipment. Do you have any potions?
I have a potion of healing and potion of greater healing.
And we all got two regular potions and one greater potion of healing from the championship.
Yep.
So that's all. Well, let me look. I think that's all I have right now.
I have one potion, one greater.
I have 3 potions and one great potion of healing. Where's my greater potion of healing?
I can re-equip my magic stuff, right?
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Okay,
How many
re-equip.
greater do you have, Jay?
How many what?
Greater?
One. One greater healing, 2 potions of healing.
Oh, okay. I added wrong. I flipped it.
No, I think you really have 2 greater
Two
healing.
greaters?
Too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember because you kind of traded it. I remember
Because I need it as the tank.
Featured attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time, Jong will disappear as a ranger and as a
rogue.
rogue.
I
So
have 3.
he'll
Okay.
just like appear, kill, and then disappear. I'll just hit from the back end.
I'm shoving Sheevra in front if he has 58 HP.
Wow.
You're gonna be like front, little bit behind the fighter that could hit 16 damage.
Yeah, I'm like, don't even call me until you get minus 10.
But like
Yes.
Sheevra's AC sucks compared to yours.
What?
Yeah.
Her AC is like what? 18?
18.
17?
18.
18.
Okay.
So yeah, what do you guys want to buy?
Angela, what's
or
your
will you buy-
recommendation? Like, what's a healthy number of potions that we should always bring? No?
To you.
Greater
Depends,
potion.
depends on the party eh.
Well, we need a little bit more because we don't have like a full-time healer. We just heal ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Our group
Wait,
gold is at 4,850.
How much?
But we still have
greater
other. We still have a lot of gemstones, 3 diamonds. We have the 1,000 GP worth giant comb. We have the mug of electrum. So we still have a lot of stuff that we haven't cashed. And then we have 4,800 as group gold.
So wait, potion of greater healing is just 100 GP, so we can stock up
Is
a
it
little.
100
No. It's
It
not for
depends.
sale. Only the only thing on sale is the regular healing potion worth 50 gold.
How much is the
Um,
greater?
No. You find that. That's an
Depends.
adventuring thing.
Oh,
I was just
so we can
checking
buy it.
Average, how much? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to buy
Three-
potions that heal, the only one is the regular healing potion.
That's the only one available. What else can we buy
Yes.
in the potion shop?
Oh,
Yeah, let's head to the potion shop. The potion shop. Let's buy some potion shop.
yeah.
So
You get
we're-
to this potion shop, and it's being watched over by this copper dragonborn. Just sees adventurers, and then yeah, he presents different kinds of potions that are available in the moment. Let us check. So it says, yeah, potion of healing, 50 gold. Because if you ever want to be like Little Dragon, I offer a potion of fire breathing, 150 gold. So it's potion of fire breathing, 150.
Okay.
I'm never gonna be that close to use it, so.
He also has on stock right now. There is a potion of water breathing for 180.
Mm-hmm.
And a potion of animal friendship for 200.
200.
I think we stick to potions, to regular healing potions.
Yeah.
How many you got?
How many do we want?
Yeah, let's see how. Does he run out of stock?
I will roll and see how much he has. Says, "Oh, I have 9 potions for all of you."
9?
9. We should just get them all.
Yeah. You want to use the group gold?
Yeah, let's
Yep.
just use the group gold.
So that's 9. That's 450 GP.
Yes.
It's 50 each, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep,
minus 450.
Then we get plus 3 each. Oh, wait.
But you
wait.
have
no,
to
that's
think about it.
12.
Sorry, excuse me, Mr. Shopkeeper. I think a little discount could be in order since we're buying by bulk.
Yeah, if you.
Or maybe you could throw in a freebie.
Yeah.
Either
A water breathing or a fire breathing.
since it's to your best interest that we adventurers survive, so we can come back and buy more. We could even advertise that your shop was the one that made the adventure successful.
You know
Then
what?
Roll me a
post it.
Why don't we can even put your name of the shop on our clothing for
We can brand it. Yeah.
one
Let's
potion
sponsor brands.
one potion every visit.
Sponsored.
And we're just not any adventurers. We're the champions.
Champions.
of
Yes.
Pyro.
And we've been chosen
Having
by
a
the
shop
Lord's
name
Alliance.
on our armor.
Lord,
on
roll
my
me
cape.
persuasion. Roll me persuasion.
All right. 18 plus persuasion plus 8. 26.
So yeah, you give this like long argument of like what benefits he can receive. When wait, let's give him a name. Wait long. Let's give him a name. His name is Dragonborn. Nemar, the Dragonborn.
Nemar?
Nemar.
Nemar.
N-I-M-M-A-R. Yeah.
And
Nemar, the Dragon. N-I-M-M-A-R.
N-I-M-A-R.
No, double M.
Double M. M-A-R. Nemar the Dragonborn.
And of the
What's his
war
shop?
of the Amthos Apothecary.
How do you spell that shit?
A-M-T-H-O-S.
Amphos.
A-M
T-H.
M-P-H
Amthos Apothecary.
T-H
Apothecary.
Yeah. T-H.
Amphos.
Amthos. I sent it.
Okay, thank God.
Oh, Amthos. Oh, we have another AA. Oh.
Oh. Amthos.
With your long barrage, it says, well, let's say I give you 10% on discount with the potions of healing. So minus 45 gold to your expenses. So that's 405.
405. Okay, so I'll pay for it with the group gold.
We get 3 each.
No, that's 12.
Oh, 2 each. Wait. 9, diba? So,
Should give one extra to our fighter.
to the tank. Okay.
Yeah, since Sheevra will also be the front lines.
So
Wait, 1,
I
2,
get
3, 4. So 2, 2, 2,
3.
2, 2 for Itszki, Asumedos, Malak, and then 3 for Sheevra.
Sheevra. Okay, so in total I have 3 potions of healing and 2 greater healing.
Yes.
So I guess we can't buy any of the expensive stuff we want, right? Because the cheapest one was the Arrows of Slaying, which is 5,000. The next one is plate armor 7.
I mean, we could afford it if we sell, the extra stuff, right?
well, we can afford one of those at most. Maybe either the Arrows of Slaying or the plate plate plus 1, which is just 7,000. But that's it. The other ones are like,
Do you think the arrows would come in handy to have it right now? Just to have it at least?
I think
or we
We're
can just wait and
yeah,
save
we're
since
still
we're
at
still early in our adventure.
We're gonna go exploring for now.
Yeah.
I think if we're gonna hit the big bosses, we're gonna be dead.
We're
even
gonna
with-
come back and get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. So that's.
Sheevra, do you concur?
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah, I assume
Okay.
Sheevra told us about everything she talked to with Leosin already, right? Okay.
Yeah. Shiva, do you say everything?
What do you mean by everything?
Like everything. Like, do you relay 100% of the information that was given to you?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Pure love.
Ooh, there might be something that is worth hiding, huh?
No, it's just more of like the group knows that when talking to this dragon, Sheevra's gonna steer the ship.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Well, she is able to speak Draconic. I'll give her that. Common Infernal Elvish. Okay.
Yeah, I'm only at Celestial and Common. Oh, I do know how to curse in Draconic, I think. Oh, in Giant pala.
No,
Giant.
Giant pala. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
does Sheevra even have persuasion or deception? Or like
don't
does she
think
get any
so.
charisma?
I don't
I
think so.
doubt it. I don't think so.
Let's check. Let's
Good luck.
check.
Her charisma is +1.
Okay, not bad.
Something.
Her
What's-
persuasion is +1.
Okay, not
Her
proficient.
deception is +1.
No
Okay.
proficiency.
Okay. But yeah, let's just say for to move things along, let's spend since you are still invited for dinner at the Von Bielefeld estate, you can just buy your stuff like throughout the like yeah, let's just say you bought all your stuff throughout the day. Unless you guys want to do something specifically in Waterdeep since it's your last day.
Malak's okay na, I think.
Yeah. We've basked in our glory already. And we
You
only
guys
have
want-
30 days.
You guys want to buy the dragon a gift?
Ooh,
Or is that a waste of
Offering?
money? An offering, a tribute.
that's a good idea.
Dragons love hoards, so yeah.
Ittzki plugs his ears. La 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 la.
What can we
Okay.
give?
How much is your budget?
Malak looks at
Like-
Itszki.
I go like la la la.
Guys, maybe we don't need to buy anything. I do have a
Alright.
silver goblet with moonstones. We have
Oh.
4.
You do?
You want to just?
Yeah, let's just offer the stuff that we have.
We can give. Yeah, we can do that.
I mean, that's still valuable. Something that would look good in the collection of the dragon.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
Oh wait, can you relate to Sheevra what was discussed in the meeting? Because I haven't seen that episode.
Oh, basically the Lord's Alliance were gonna vote if they're gonna take a defensive agreement to support each other when one of them were to be attacked by giants, or declare
All-out war.
indiscriminate war towards any giant in the region. So the defensive treaty narrowly won, and while that was happening, like 6-4. So, and then while that was happening, they also determined that a group of adventurers were to spearhead a mission to find out what's happening. And since the group volunteered about knowing about the ordering, it seemed like the natural choice for everyone. The choice was so natural that the group never objected, and the council never even questioned the group if they would want it or not. It's like everyone just assumed they would do it. So, yeah, there was no official yes, but now officially, the Silver Shadows is responsible for the information.
Okay.
And yeah, I think you guys have the list of like which representatives voted for.
Yes.
Like, yeah. You have the list. Oh, and now the course of action now. While that the meeting was happening, a scout from Golden Fields came into the meeting room and said that Golden Fields had been attacked by hill giants. So tomorrow the group is to head out and to go to Golden Fields to just see what's happening, because like that happened like a couple of days ago.
Okay.
So yeah, so now if no one's buying anything, let's just fast forward to the evening, where you have once again returned to the von Bielefeld estate for what seems to be the last time in quite a bit, as you are leaving the next day. And as you are ushered in, oh, yeah, as you are ushered in, you are Zrox greets you as per usual, um, and invites you into the dining hall, as that's the agenda was dinner. But to go there, you had to pass by like a meeting room, and upon looking, you see Leander there speaking to the representative of Yartar and the representative of Silvery Moon. So you see the elf female, um the elf female, uh Waisara and Caspier. Waisara is the Silvery Moon elf, and then Caspier is the human Yartar, a representative of Yartar. And yeah, as they all see you, and then they all stand up, and Caspier just goes, Mr. Leander, I did not expect you would have guests. And says Leander's like, oh yeah, yes, I'm very busy wizard these days. And of course, and then he looks at the four of you with um, recognition. Well, the three of you with recognition. Says, if it is not the group who has volunteered to check out this giant issue, yes? And he looks at you, Sheevra, says, oh, I do not know you. Are you part of this? Oops. Are you part of this endeavor as well?
Yes, I am.
And it says, very well. Well, there is strength in numbers, of course, and it is good that you have an additional member to your team. Well, um, good luck to you all, and I hope you can find information that could put an end to this calamity. Um, and of course, to you, Master, to you, Mr. von Bielefeld. Eh, it seems you have taken this group under your wing, yes? And Leander's just like, oh, well, helping adventurers. I used to be one, so I know the movements of being an adventurer. And Dryland's like, of course. Well, if this group manages to successfully do this mission, they'll finally have enough political stock to have some footing in the Lord's Alliance, no? And Leander's just like, politics. It's like, And then
Can I inside
Sarah
check if
just gets
he's real? If he really detests politics or he's faking?
Okay, sure. Who else will insight? Because I don't wanna declare now if you want insight.
Let's all.
No. If you just want, if it's within your character to insight, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do.
Okay. So anyone who wants to
Yeah.
insight, roll.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, insight,
Sorry.
insight. Got it. I like to roll.
I'm not.
Okay.
I am 2 plus 8, 10.
I'm 12 plus 2, 14.
15.
Okay. Malak, you're like, yeah, politicians. Totally. For Itszki, yeah, you sense that there is a genuine like irritation when Leander just goes like, oh, politics. So you have that going for you. Same with Asumedos. Um and you kind of with yours role, I'll say that you kind of see the gears turning behind Leander's head, but ultimately does not say anything more than like, oh, politics, like, oh, you're being such a politician right now, and like that's all he says. And Drylon, a Caspier, gives like a polite laugh, and it says, I'm not to stop you from your further engagements. Thank you for being such a gracious host, Master von Bielefeld." And yeah, just a small bow, and yeah, he bows to. He gives like a small nod to Leander, to Visara, and then ultimately to the four of you, and he heads. And after a while, Visara also bids the group farewell and also leaves. And yeah, at this point, yeah, it's only Leander and the four of you. And Leander just like reaches his hands out, and you see a servant come in ready with a glass of wine as you walk towards the dining hall. And yeah, you are fed this like just moving forward this scene. Oh, like, do you ask him anything, or like before dinner is served, or
I'll just
um
ask any news from Everland, the
oh
teleportation
yeah,
circles.
oh, I'll operate with the same time schedule as you tomorrow. uh as you Let's start tomorrow. I am not looking forward to meeting these wizards again. um And yeah, with that, dinner is served, and you are served a very sophisticated and like the most, uh, the most aristocratic meal you've had. I would say, based on your backstories and everything you've been given me, this is like the most, this is the most like expensive dinner you've had ever.
Malak does
I'll
not
comment.
enjoy.
I will comment. This feels somewhat like a last meal. I do wish that this is not the last time we will have this engagement, this type of
Yeah, like,
party.
yeah, and then like you're fed like a five course meal, like to the so like
Ooh.
they even give like the correct utensils. So you're given the full five-course meal. Um and yeah, with that comment, Leander's just like, well, play your cards right, and you'll have enough money to have this every day. Um
Malak's just fumbling about with the like the utensils because he's not used to it.
I'll
yeah,
use
like you.
I'll use a I'll use a cantrip. I'll use the message cantrip to Itszki and tell him, how much do you think these cutlery are worth for? Maybe we can sell them.
I would be like, we do have a, what do you call that, bag of holding.
Yeah, and then like, yeah, Leander's just eating, like, like for him this is like everyday occurrence. And yeah, at some point in dinner, the barn owl that's been with you, that's you've seen multiple times, just flies in and like seats at the um and then just seats at the just perches on one of the seats.
Like cat.
No. And then after a while, you don't hear a commotion. You hear a couple of voices coming down from the hall, and appearing before you is Sildar. Um,
Hey, long
and
time.
then like he's not wearing the clothing any different. Like it's clothing as you would expect of him, but it's kind of weird just seeing him without armor. Uh, but yeah, Sildar takes a seat and starts eating with you guys.
Mr.
And
Fancy Man,
yeah,
are you
just
traveling with us?
raises his eyebrow and says, "Oh, Mr. Fancy Man, I didn't know they called you that." And like Sildar just like just looks down and like just waits for the inevitable teasing to be done. But Malak, as you asked that question, after a while, Sildar says, "Oh, maybe not yet. I the boss has given me a mission that I have to do first. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do it, and let's see by then."
Damn, we're down a man. We will miss you.
And then Leander's like, "Yeah, I mean, uh, just make sure you do the job correctly, and maybe you can join them. But don't worry. Sildar's helping with the whole giant crisis as well. So, in his own way, he's still part of the party."
Good.
And after after you finish your meal, they serve and your dessert. They leave a assortment of peanuts just to like just in case you're hungry. And that's when like the wine alcohol starts pouring. At least like officially that's when alcohol is pouring, but Leander's been drinking this whole meal. And then Leander just goes, "Okay, as promised, here are the clothes I'm to give to you." And you see four bundles of clothing being carried by one of the attendants. And yeah. um hmm what would so I'll start alphabetically. Asumedos, like what would you have wanted your fine adventuring clothing to be?
I would like to have a navy blue silken long sleeve aristocratic shirt with a short collar. It's like where it's a bit poofy at the end. It's like some Middle Eastern princess silk like suit. But underneath that would be my armor, or is that something like that, or do I need to remove my armor?
No armor, right?
This is for no armor. So I guess these for down days. Or like
Okay,
yeah.
so it's like blue. It's like a shiny blue silkish long sleeve aristocratic shirt with a little bit of a draping cape.
Okay.
White.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you can wear this beneath your armor.
Oh, beneath my armor. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Same. Right?
pretty much armored up. So yeah, okay. And then pants would be white pants, slim fitting underneath, and of course a pair of white, somewhat pointy shoes.
Okay.
So that's like a downtime aristocratic armor. I mean,
Yeah.
clothing.
Yeah. Ittzki, same question.
I want of course, all black. But this time, because it's fine, right? It's fine.
It's like
adventure.
formal.
No, it's just think of adventuring gear but elevated.
Elevated. We're branded now. We can't just be tactical
Yeah.
clothes. So it's still all black. Still the like inner lining kimono and ninja pants, but finest leathers with golden studs this time. And golden trims. So very, very small hints of elevation, but this time it's no longer just regular pleats. It's golden trim.
Nice, nice.
Malak, how about you? Same question.
So for Malak, since he's at the tank, he's always in armor. So it's gonna be he's still wearing his plate armor. but the fancy clothes will be like attachments. So like maybe you can something here. The cloth is like you can clip it here, and then you can still see the chest area, but the bottom part's like covered with like silk or something. And then there's a cape, and then I'll probably have a more formal mask to be used on like for fancy times. Just like
Still
a clean,
hands with manicure now.
just like clean. No, not the hands anymore. Just like a clean blank look.
Okay. Nice,
Oh, yeah.
nice. Sheevra, how about you?
Something in between a kimono and a tunic, and it's a dull. It's a camouflage green with floral print. It's very
Oh,
muted
okay.
colored. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and
And,
for Malak, I'll switch to
yeah.
the hood. It's good instead of the hood. It's gonna be like a Top Gun, the fur collar.
Oh, it's like fur
You know,
trim,
the-
fur line.
Yeah, like the pilot jacket.
Yes,
with
yes,
the
yes.
collar.
Yeah, yeah. So, oops. So yeah, surprisingly, Leander's able to produce these sets of outfits, to your specifications, even if you have not mentioned anything to him. But you are presented with 4 bundles that has 3 sets of these clothing.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
This is very impressive.
Very quick.
Like, oh, well, I saw it coming, so it was best to be prepared.
You know my style.
Naturally, this would look good on me.
It's like, I wouldn't necessarily know your style, but I know what you want. So, I had people pull some strings. And yeah,
Our
Leander.
gratitude.
Sorry.
We just give our gratitude for the new branding.
And yeah, at this point, Leander just says good luck. And he remember he gave you half of a sending stone, like 1 pair.
Yes.
During this time, he takes out the other one and says, would you want to have the other one as well, so you can communicate at least with each other?
That'll be useful. We can split up into teams.
But will we still be able to speak to you then? I think it's important that we coordinate with you as well.
As you wish. And Leander keeps puts it down on the table, and the owl just flies in and gets it and flies somewhere else.
So he keeps it.
Yeah.
Okay, Asumedos has ours, diba?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I also have a spell called Message, so I can communicate with you guys.
The sending stone, is this the one where it's like one way?
No,
Or-
Leander can
It's
reply,
like walkie-talkie.
but like,
Oh, okay.
but it only works once a day.
Okay.
And there's a limited number of words, right?
25.
No spaces. We'll just do the entire paragraph with no spaces.
Pero pag magsasend tayo ng message, no? Hey, Leander, just to keep this short, since we only have 25 words pagdating doon, wala ka na
20.
message.
25.
25 words.
If it's Malak, hey, what's up, motherfucker?
And they're like, oh, damn, I can't send another message.
Tomorrow again.
LOL.
LOL.
TTYL.
Oh my god.
But yeah, after a while, and then Leander says, I assume you haven't eaten like this ever.
And
Shows that much, huh?
Malak's like low-key still hungry because you know how 5-course meals are just like always like those small plated
Well,
it's a
stuff.
bit-
Like
Yeah.
So like, but I don't say it
There's
out
like,
loud. It's like grumbling a little bit.
yeah, Leander says, well, if you're still alive and you're able to return to Waterdeep, we can have dinner again. Um, you know, as adventurers of as rising adventurers, uh it is it's good to have reward at the end of the day.
So Malak's like not sure if I'll ever wish for fancy house and food like this, but it would be nice to have a light at the end of the tunnel. But for now, you got a job to do. So yeah, Malak
Leander,
gets up.
yeah, Leander just nods his head and says, we all, yes, as do we all. And as he also walks you out, as he bids you farewell, and as you leave, you just see the owl come in and rest on his shoulder as the door closes. And you are led out of the grounds and out of the gate of the grounds of the manor, and then ultimately back into the city of Waterdeep. The North Ward isn't too busy right now, as it is the most polite ward in the city. As and with that, you make your way back into the yawning portal with relative ease. And after a um, after a long rest, uh, good sleep, you wake up and uh, you get ready and you finally leave the eastern gate, where you finally head towards
Eastern Gate.
Golden Field.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are traveling across the um North Furrow Road.
North for.
And mm, and based on your maps and your calculations with the axe beaks, it'll take around like 2 days to get there.
The map is black lang, no?
Yeah. When you get there,
Ah, okay, okay.
yeah. And yeah, let first day of traveling. This road is actually a very vital road, as this is the one that connects Golden Fields to
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Yes. And as the so-called Granary of the North, it is understandable that this road is heavily populated with guards, but also various wagons of different merchants as they get the products of the Golden Fields. Um, Traveling on your axe beaks and with little Tempe on your neck again, Itszki. But Tempe's getting like
Bigger.
a bit bigger, but it's still not uncomfortable on your neck. But yeah, you note the difference, or like there is a difference in weight already. But yeah, as Tempe curls on your neck, the four of you ride towards Golden Fields,
I also
and you
have
come
Cujo.
across.
Cujo running around. Cujo the third. Yes. And Angel, just to confirm, since I'm level 6, I can have 6 prepared spells, right? So it's charisma plus half. Charisma modifier plus
No,
half.
no, I think it's level plus half your charisma.
Half your charisma plus half the
Charisma
level.
mod. No. I think wait, let me check.
And I also have my Raven flying around.
Yeah.
Ooh. I choose a number of paladin spells equal to your charisma modifier plus half. Paladin level.
Plus half.
Rounded down.
Half your paladin level.
Yeah.
Rounded down. So if you're level 6, 3.
Plus charisma
plus
3,
charisma.
6. Okay, so just letting you know, I'm adding lesser restoration to my prepared list.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm going one up. Eh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
What's your Raven?
So yeah,
Oh, it's just a
The shadow
one HP shadow. Yeah.
for recon.
yeah, with shadow flying
Recon.
overhead. The four of you travel with your axe beaks, and for better or for worse, and this first leg of the trip is uneventful as you come across you just come across merchants, and yeah, and then eventually you see like a couple of refugees coming in.
I'll keep an eye out for what's that girl's name? Wait, the one we bought the remember the cloaks?
Oh yes.
Crap. Anyways, yeah, go.
Yeah. So yeah, as you travel across, yeah, you just come across like different you just come across um like there are some families that are heading to Waterdeep from Golden Fields. Easy for surmise for the rest of you that this is because of the attack, and they would want to seek refuge elsewhere. Um, and Yeah, the first day is uneventful, and during night when your axe beaks are resting, you set up camp. As or would you want to travel through the night? Like, how do you
Uh
travel?
Malak has trauma from exhaustion and suggests that we rest.
Yeah, how about the rest? Do you guys wanna go full throttle or like take breaks at certain intervals? Also for the sake of your axe beaks.
No, take breaks.
Take breaks.
Okay. So yeah, you travel at a normal pace. And yeah, I'll say during this first day, it's relatively uneventful. And as you set up camp, um, it is peaceful, and actually there are a number of wagons that pass you by coming from Golden Field. Some are carrying goods, but you do note that the wagons that pass you by are they seem to have a lot of escorts, as guarded escorts as they pass you by. Um, the second day rolls in, and throughout this whole travel, it has been uneventful. And as you get closer and closer to Golden Fields, you come across a little caravan of carts. It's a caravan of two. One is like a rather light carriage. It's a small one that holds up to two people, and a bigger, heavier one, like painted in all black. The smaller one is pulled by two horses, and the bigger one is pulled by four. Um, and you see those two carriages as you pass them by. Um, and yeah, I'll say that as this is a secure road, and this is a secure road and short road. Thankfully, the only sliver of a threat that you would have uh, heard is that during the nights you hear the howling of wolves in the surrounding hilly area. Um, but yeah, I'd say yeah at this at around I'll say at the end of the second night, you finally arrive to the walled garden of Golden Fields. And I'll remove the map so so you can see. And
Ooh.
yeah, y- um, yeah, you all are coming from here. Oops,
Top view of the
from the
outer wall. Okay, so it's covered. It's surrounded by walls.
yeah. So there's like and it's a rather hilly terrain, and then in the middle of this like hilly terrain with like light trees, you see this huge walled garden, and you enter from from the lower left, and as you get closer to the gates, um, yes, as you get closer to the gates, you notice a thick plume of smoke outside the gates. And as you get closer, you smell it first. You smell the stench of burning flesh. And as you approach the gate, you see this like pile of bodies being burned. Um, you see goblins, ogres, and two hill giants that they're burning the bodies off, like a little bit further past the gate. And as you approach, you are greeted by a human male. It goes like, and goes, visitors, welcome to Golden Fields. What is your business in our in our walled garden? He looks towards the group.
I nudge Asumedos.
Hello there. As you see, we are adventurers and travelers, weary and looking for a place to rest and at the same time, some information. We
Mm.
heard about a recent turmoil that happened in the area, and we were hoping to help. We were hoping to find a way to help.
Well, as you can see, and then he points towards the huge pile of bodies. For most part, the trouble has ended, but I do believe that the abbot has some um, concerns. Uh, you may find our dear abbot at the Harvest Home Abbey. His name is Sir Elardrin. So I'll send those. And then there. And as weary travelers, I may suggest our only inn and tavern, the North Furrows End. Um, you can follow the signs and you will see. But before you enter, perhaps we may search you for any contaminants that would infect the fields beyond these walls. And he he makes his gestures of waiting for you guys to say yes if you're okay with being searched for disease and anything that might compromise the fields inside. Does anyone
Um,
does anyone
I'll
object?
just ask. I'll just ask. What sort of contaminants are you looking for? It's our first time
Well,
we searched to this
well,
matter.
sometimes travelers might not realize that that they bring um a fungus, or there is a air about them that may compromise the health of the harvest inside. Although the druids here can deal with them, we would rather um, avoid that to also avoid unnecessary work. It is just a simple search, as well as to clear you if there are any contaminants on you, and especially your mounts, as mounts may also have your mounts might also have um, little critters that may burrow underground and compromise our crops.
Okay. Inside check, guys.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, Malak will
You're
agree,
okay?
but he'll be very.
Yeah.
I'll be watching them closely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make
Oh,
sure
I
She
that
see.
agrees only because she is afraid to be to have some contaminants and parasites on him.
I have no insight anyway.
So yeah, how about Itsuki?
I
What
rolled
did
a
you
2.
or did you roll Itsuki?
I'll roll per, but I really do just want to figure out that if there's anything disease carrying is on me. But
For me, I just want to make
inside,
sure they don't steal anything or put anything in me.
Yeah.
Would that
Okay.
be insight as well?
Yeah, sure. How about you, Sheevra? What's your like reasoning?
God damn it! I'm rolling so
If you want.
bad.
If you want.
Just generally wary.
I got a
Okay.
3.
10.
God,
It's
I'm gonna
what you
change
get.
my die.
I'm 12 plus 8, so 20.
I'm gonna change my dice too.
Okay. So
Or still. Yep, change my dice.
so Sheevra, as
Much better.
like based on what they've been saying, it seems that their demeanor hasn't like changed subtly enough to give any indication that they're like there's just like it doesn't give any indication that they might be telling a lie. So you feel everything's clear. And for you, Itsuki, with that 20, um, you know that they're telling the truth also, but you do know that as they scan the mounts, there is a little apprehension. And you would assume with that roll, with that good roll, that the apprehension is more of they're also hoping that they don't find anything. um, so
Good.
yeah. So as they scan you, you feel like a faint, you feel like a faint magical aura wash over you, and it only takes a couple of seconds as it washes over you. Um, and like you feel if you have like um you feel like the hair on the back of your neck like stand up a little bit as the tingly magic just washes over you. And as soon as that is done, the druid just gives a big smile and says, well, it seems that everything is order and there are no hazardous contaminants on the eight of you. um well,
I assume
White
they don't have
Swords.
to check Kujo, right? Since she's magical.
Oh no, they check. They check.
They check pa
They
rin?
can't
Wow.
be. Yeah, yeah. They're
Okay.
very thorough. So yeah, he says nine of you, nine of you. Says, well, with that, welcome to Golden Fields. And as you
Cool.
are led in, you notice that you are led in the gatehouse. The
Oh,
gatehouse is
Malak will ask first. How many giants did you get to kill?
based on the reports that I've heard. I believe two giants were slain that night.
Hmm.
They're all. What
But
was the reports? What kind of giants?
They
Hill
just
giants, right?
came and left.
hill
So
giants.
two hill giants dead, and how many? How many attacked in total?
Oh, I feel with that. I believe the abbot has more information, as well as our new,
Malak just
as
goes
well as
like
our
that,
new.
and then just talks like he doesn't know anything.
Okay,
Oh, fine. God damn it.
okay. So yeah, so as you enter Golden Fields, you see this like huge set of wooden doors, and the wooden doors not only look very though as you walk past them, they're very thick doors, but they're also like works of art, as you see like a images of a woman um being a woman etched at the front side. And yeah, she's like a plump woman with thick lips, with like carry with a pot of like fruits above her head as she's balancing it with one hand. And like you get the uh she has this impression of like smiling and being happy, as and you see like intricate engravings of fields and whatnot. And yeah, as you enter now, it's like a little bit more the first thing that strikes you is this like huge expanse of wheat, and to the side and to your west, to your left, you see like a couple of trees in neat rows across the distance with like more greenery, which would indicate more crops. But like for now, you see this sea of like uh, golden wheat, and
Can go.
yes,
No, from our entrance, can we see if there's like, can we see where the breach of the, like where they breached the, did they destroy a wall to get in or something? I don't know how
as
big they are compared to the walls.
at this point, you do not see any structural damage
Okay,
to the
I know,
walls that
kind of
you
weird,
see
right?
from this point.
Well,
Um,
hill giants aren't they're the lowest, right? Lowest form.
yes, they
Hmm.
are. They're at, in your traditional ordering, they are the lowest. And yeah, as you travel, you are given direction to travel inside, and you are, and yeah, and the breeze just washes over you. That brings with it like, you didn't really, I would say you didn't really appreciate it in Waterdeep, as the Waterdeep has lots of like city smells. But after traveling for 2 days and finally settling down in this like agricultural center, it's like a fresh breeze carrying the scents of like fresh fruits and crops and all that. Um, and yeah, as you enter, you are greeted by a huge statue, a 20-foot tall statue of uh, of of the same woman, a plump woman smiling with, this time hands on her hips with a guard in a garden of wheat. um and it just reads at the bottom, there's this plaque: the Earth Mother's Bounty. And you are the sign there's a sign that leads towards the inn, and I just say you follow that. And um and as you
Yeah.
follow this whole road, you've come across like the city center, and it's a coast circles of like long houses, and you see like it's very busy. There's people running around, and there are like lots of building materials being transported here and there, on top of like produce, and like you see like wagons of like fruits and vegetables being lugged around. And yeah, you see, and as you pass by, um you see this like huge um huge tree-like creatures just sitting by, standing in like a grove of trees. And as you approach the center, you notice like a bigger tree, but at the center of everything. But this one's rather different. As you approach it, you notice the tree is also moving, and as the tree rotates, you see there is a face on the tree, with like it's like a huge willow tree, and that is a face. And there are children running around the tree, and the tree's like, you know, playing around with them. And yeah, at this point, there are signs pointing to the temple for the abbot, or for the inn. Which one would you guys? Which one will the party go to right now?
They did say the abbot will have the most information, so let's just go there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think straight to the abbot.
Okay.
I'm listening
So
and
as
I'm replying. I'm just kind of
Okay. So as you the abbot. Okay. Okay. So the abbot is in this area. Oh, let's mark it here. Okay. So the abbot is in that area. And as you follow the signs, you are greeted by these long houses are made of wood. And as you are approach the uh, as you approach the abbey, it is of different material. It's made of stone, and it is quite a tall building, around like 3 stories. And yeah, you see that building, and you see like an older a dark skinned gentleman, just like walk just in front of it. talking to two bears, two brown bears, and yeah, he gestures a little bit to the bears, and the bears just uh, walk away, and he sees you and just gives a curious tilt of the head. Um, yeah, does anyone approach or?
Sheevra, you look the same. Go there. You talk.
Sorry, who approaches?
The face.
Just put the face of the group.
Oh shit, okay. I was like, and I'm gonna go to the group and say, what do you want me to ask, guys?
We're here to investigate the giants.
The giants.
Horns. Yes, sir.
We go straight there. Do you want to ask about anything else?
No, just introduce ourselves. Like we are travelers from Waterdeep, investigating the reports, inconsistent reports about the giants. We're here to help.
Okay. So we're gonna go with the real story. Then as long as we're clear with that, then I proceed to approach. So we see the priest talking to two brown bears, right?
And then
Okay,
he
so
sends a couple for, and the bears left, and then that's when he sees your party and just like tilts his head in curiosity. Yeah.
So I approach and greet him properly. Greetings. My name is Asumedos. We are the Silver Shadows. We are adventurers from Waterdeep, and we're sent to find out more information about the giant's attack in the Golden Fields.
Yes.
Okay. In Golden Fields, we would wish to help in any way possible. Are you the right person to talk to about this?
Says, well, I am the abbot of Golden Fields. You may call me Elardin, and I lead these people as we work hard and toil in the soil to ensure that um, the entire region is fed and is blessed by uh, by Mother Earth herself, Shantea. Yes, has been an attack of hill giants recently, and based on the reports I have gotten, it seems that there are more out there. Not just in the vicinity of the Golden Fields, but in the entire region as well. Um, Perhaps it would be prudent if you truly are. Uh, roll me a persuasion.
16 plus 8.
Nice.
24. I changed dice.
Yeah, he studies you closely, and just for a quick second, but then perhaps it would be more prudent if I introduce you to the head of security here, and perhaps she is more than capable of assisting you with your needs. It says, "Have you just arrived in Golden Fields now?"
Not too long ago. Yes. We just entered the cities.
Oh,
We did the
and
inspection.
where did you come from, if I may ask?
As mentioned, we just came straight from Waterdeep.
Oh, straight from Waterdeep. Oh,
Yes.
then, well, are you sure you want to investigate now? Perhaps it is also prudent if you rest a bit, weary adventurers.
We would appreciate the rest. However, time is not on our side. and we
Of
believe
course, of course, of course.
we need to make haste while more clues are
Ev-
still available.
Well, evidence is fresh.
He nods and says, "Yes, I can see your logic, and come with me." And he asks you to follow him. And after a while, he enters the building. And you see like this is a temple dedicated to the goddess Shantea. And after a while, she calls to one of his another person, um, and approaching you is a woman of uh, of of yeah. Yeah, a woman with like simple clothes, and there's just like she steps purposefully, and he goes like, this is our new head of security. This is Ji Liang. And then he talks to Ji Liang, explaining the situation.
How do you spell that?
I rolled a 15 on how attracted you are to her.
Oh, is that high? That's
Yeah.
high, right?
Yes, yeah. I'm D20. It's D20.
Crap.
Yeah, and Gilang, and then he explains the situation, and like I explain the situation. Gilang perks up and just go and looks at the party and goes, "Yes, thank you for coming. I Yes, unfortunately, the previous head of security was not able to do his job well, and thus we were attacked by giants with a couple of ogres, hobgoblins, and goblins. Um, uh,
Well, how do you spell her
you
name?
want? Oh, I'll just
Yeah,
send it.
just send it.
Yeah,
Zillion.
and then
She.
and it says, well, she looks over the abbot and goes, if you would excuse us, sir, we have to to lead them towards the site. um yes, okay. Follow me, gentlemen. Follow me. And I shall first, let's I'll lead you first to the uh where they breached the walls. And at this point, do you mount your axe beaks, or like do you just
I-
You
walk
should
with
have
them?
like parked
I
it
think-
outside, right?
Yeah, but it should be within near us so that once we go to the site, we're still on our axe weeks.
Okay,
Maybe
so
just
do you just
outside the office.
Yeah, outside the office. Yeah.
okay? So she so you are here in the abbot, and she leads you all the way here. To the of southeast side, and you kind of circle around to avoid the wheat fields. And as she's approaching, and as you guys are walking, she explains the situation to you, and just goes, there was actually an attack before this one a couple of weeks ago, and the one who reported it told the abbot, and the abbot told the previous head of security, Strog. And as she says Strog, there's like a hint of like frustration as she says it. Says, unfortunately, Strog wasn't able to debrief any of the defenders regarding these potential giant threat with the hobgoblins and the goblins and all that. In addition to that, the abbot has also received reports that the entire area has been seeing signs of giants. And not only that, it seems like there are more reports of like wild animals coming close into farms and killing livestock. And all, like we've had a couple of farms outside of Golden Fields where sheep or cattle have been attacked by wolves and other predators. Um, pra- and as the previous set of security, Strog was not able to do anything. In fact, um, we were surprised when these giants just arrived here, and with their little army. And as she says that, you're continuing to walking down, and as this is nighttime, as you arrive at nighttime, the road's not too busy, and there's just a couple of people leading livestock around, and you're eventually led to one of the watchtowers, and she brings you up. And at the top of the wall, it is a it's a thick wall. It's 60 feet, 30 feet wide. And as you follow her, um, she walks briskly for getting ahead of you guys, and stands at a particular segment of the wall, and says, and just like gestures downward, and goes like this. This is where this is where we were breached. And she beckons over to you, to the four of you, to look over the wall, and you can see the other and you can see over the wall. You can see that the wall isn't smooth, it's rough. And she explains that um the wall has withstand for many years, many centuries, perhaps even before I arrived here. And unfortunately, with time or corrosion or whatever, the walls aren't as smooth as they were once were. And it seems that the invading force used whatever roughness the walls had to be able to climb the wall. And you know how goblins are, small and sneaky, so um, they would easily been able to climb the wall. And that's what happened with the ogres and the hobgoblins and the hill giants, the two hill giants that entered. um, but there's more of them out there, and I'm scared that they may attack again. The scouts reported that there were 6 hill giants that were in this siege, but only 2 entered the city. Um,
Yeah,
Do you think that that was a coordinated attack, or did you believe that it was just by coincidence?
Coincidence that the hobgoblins were working with the giants, or
Yep. Do you think they were being led by some? Was this more of an organized attack, or was this more of a random coincidence where hobgoblins and goblins were together with giants and decided, hey, let's get food?
I think your second theory is the one that I closer,
mhm.
because the moment the alarm started ringing, they immediately fled. And I don't think they were that prepared, as
Hmm.
they were I mean, it looks like they were looking for food, but and she whispers, everyone here knows that the food is being stored in the granaries around the temple, but
How did the
they fled.
giants come in? They climbed over the wall. The giants also.
Yes. Yeah, since the wall wasn't properly maintained, like it's rough right now, so they use that as footholds to climb through. um mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't seem like they aggressively like breached your castle. It was more of necessity and need.
I
So
mean, I hope.
So
it
they.
would still benefit you from smoothing out these walls to prevent any other incursions. But I mentioned to the group that I don't think that this is uh, an aggressive attack on Golden Field.
She actually nods at that and goes, "Yes, we have requested from one of the many guilds in Waterdeep to send over people to assess how much materials and how much it would cost to rehabilitate the walls. But they're not yet. They don't arrive. They won't arrive here until a couple of days later, I believe. But yes, we are working on it. But for now, um, although morale in the city has been holding, um, there's always thoughts of another attack or another raid, perhaps a more accurate word, another raid to approach the city.
Malak says, do you have scouts on their location right now?
Fortunately, we cannot afford anyone to leave. We do not have enough of a labor force to hunt down the rest of the group. Because right now we are focused on repairs and assessment. While they have not taken a lot of foodstuffs, they have taken some that may impact our commitments to the region at large.
Call me suspicious of the activities, but I don't think it's just the food that they were after. As you mentioned, if the granary is located near the abbey with
Oh
goblins
no,
or
no, sorry.
hobgoblins,
The granaries are located around. Like there are many like granary centers scattered
correct?
throughout
Okay,
this
sorry.
whole. Yeah,
Yes,
but yeah, continue.
it would be more prudent for them to attack these granaries to gain more food, not harvesting in the middle of the land. The reason for which is we experienced a similar incident, but with a different type of giants in the town of Tribor, and they took something from beneath the ground, a metal of some sort. Has there been any history
Oh, good
knowing
question.
that this town has knowing that this town has had a rich history in the past? Could there have been something stored beneath the fields? Because we believe that may be the intention.
Uh, Liang just like looks up and looks towards the fields within the walls, and after a moment, she looks back on you and goes, "We have worked these fields. The Emerald Enclave has worked these fields with us for a very long time, and we have not come across anything that's close to what you're describing. I do
I
not know if
understand.
there's anything beneath the earth."
I just yeah. Thank you, and I truly wish that were the real situation.
What
What we
precautions
fear,
are... I'll go.
yeah, I'll actually get there as well. I fear is that this is just an initial attack. It is uncommon for giants with goblins and hobgoblins to group together for a same purpose. This could be larger than what we think, and this could just be the first wave. Knowing that repairs are underway, are there how soon or how well can we fortify or prepare for another attack?
The only thing we can do now is to be more vigilant as we assess the damage. Um, the attack happened in the middle of the night when the schedule of guards wasn't properly modified to cover everything, all the segments of the wall. As of now, that's the only thing we can do that's within our power to improve patrols and to make sure uh, everything works. That if there is a threat, the gongs in the towers will ring.
Well, there should be giants, so if you have like people manning like the wall, you should be able to see them from far away.
Yes, yes. And now with me heading the security, I have seen the logs, and uh, it it's frustrating that even with the initial attack, the schedule hasn't changed. But now I have changed it, so hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully that's something. Uh,
Where is Strog?
but yeah, he is awaiting. We do not have the facilities for a trial and to imprison him in the case of incarceration. But right now, he's being held in the old office. In his old office, in the watchtower over there. And she points towards, and you see like a silhouette of like a tower in the middle of the fields.
What's his why is he on incarcerated?
He's negligence of duty that led to the endangerment of the lives in Golden Fields.
Are you sure it's only negligence? Maybe it can go deeper than that.
Perhaps, and that is why we have a mage here. You have a mage here. Her name's mage here from the guild of thanks from the guild of the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors. Uh, she's she along with him are going to go to Waterdeep in order to sense of all this. In the meantime, another one of her guildmates will arrive here to serve as temporary in a temporary post until she can return to her duties here.
Maybe we can interrogate him.
Yeah. Can we ask him a few questions?
Well, of course, if she looks at the four of you, it goes like, I do not like this. I do not like him. I despise him. But please do not do undue violence to this person, if you could.
If we can.
Of course not.
But if we need to.
Two different answers. Of course not. If we can.
What makes you qualified as the new head of security? Malak's like hostile.
I have been serving this temple for the past 10 years, and I've dedicated myself not only... What makes you qualified to investigate this? You are as much a stranger here as anywhere else. You come here to this temple and ask me to show you around, and I have given you all information that I have. And you stand there, the audacity to judge me from the protection of my temple when you have not even mentioned why you are qualified.
We are the champions of the Fire Cup.
Have you heard of the Lord's Alliance?
Who hasn't? A collection of cities bound to protect each other and to ensure that civilization is spread around, putting even more cities under their protection.
We were sent by the Lord's Alliance. We were nominated not unanimously. We were nominated by the majority to lead this cause, this search, to avoid further damage. Because what happened here in your town and what happened in our previous town in Tribor could be happening to more and more cities. And we need to have information as fast as possible. Or would you like more lives to be wasted? Or would you like more cities destroyed? Could you bear that on your conscience? We apologize for being an ass, but we have no time.
And she just says, I am not wasting your time. I just told you to not strike or harm this man. And with that, you accuse me of my authority.
We must do what we need to do.
Then do not strike him down.
What if we need to?
I'm sure we'll find a way. Between the four of us, there's enough brains and bronze to be able to get the information that we need without having to resort to any further bloodshed. It's also not it's not a fair fight when somebody is restrained. By the way, did you know that we're Tyro Cup champions?
And as Itszki says that it's no fun when they're restrained, and Malak walks away. It's like, that's how I like him.
Okay, so for this moment before Malak walks away, I want Itszki and Asumedos to roll me persuasion. Malak, roll me intimidation.
Persuasion. Oh crap! I'm not that high. 16 plus 2, 18. Oh, very persuasive.
I got 16.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I'm not so
18.
persuasive this time. I'm only 3 plus 8, 11.
11. Okay, so that's 18 and 11 for the persuasion. For the
Intimidation, 16.
16. So I'm gonna minus that from your score, as you really angered her. Okay. So the net bonus was a plus 13. Okay. I will roll now. Takes a deep breath and just simply says, "Follow me." As she leads you, as she descends, and walks you over to, if you could check your map, over here. Here. This is like at the center-ish of the city already.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes you a while to circle back and then walk up, and eventually you are led to a 3-story building. But instead of entering that building, you actually enter from the side, as the watchtower is 4 stories high with a door at the bottom. And as you approach, there are 2 guards, but Liang just nods in greeting and says, "We need to talk with a Strog." And they nod also, and then they enter, and then after a while you hear the sounds of chains clinking um, inside, and after a while the guards enter, and then they nod their head. And as you enter, since this is a temporary holding point, Strog, you see this like half orc, like a little half orc with a little bit of a gut, like just sitting down with hands cuffed and feet cuffed to the feet cuffed also. And yeah, she looks at Liang just looks at Asumedos and goes, "For your questions and only questions." And yeah, you see this, like, they see this half orc with disheveled hair, and he just looks down, and seeing what's happening, just looks up, and yeah, he's not having a good day. He's being fed, but like he's not like there's like this sort of like pathetic vibe happening with him right now. So yeah, at this point, what do you do?
Go ask him the questions.
I will cast let me see, can I cast anything? I think the best person to intimidate him would be Malak.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
So I take my mask off. Plus 10. Plus 10.
I'll tell you everything.
Intimidation.
Minor illusion. Nope. Can I cast thaumaturgy on Malak?
Okay, what do you want to?
I'll change the appearance of Malak's eyes to burning with fire.
Okay, sure.
It's like his eyes are like, when you look at his eyes, it's like burning, like Ghost Rider. Um, and I'll cast a second thaumaturgy for him, so his voice will boom uh, 3 times as loud when he gets angry.
Okay. So who asked the question?
So what's the
Malak.
question?
Malak. So I
Okay.
guess I'll tell Horns to just sign me the questions if if he wants me to ask anything specific.
Yeah. But for now,
What's
does
your
Malak
favorite?
himself have any questions or like?
Yeah, so I'll start. So like I'll just go straight to it. So Strog, I hear that's your name. What are you involved in this attack?
No.
So you're just stupid? Tell me, is it
Eh,
negligence or is it collusion?
Wait. So which question? The stupid one or this one?
Oh, just the second one. Is it
Okay, the second one.
yeah, is it negligence or collusion?
Negligence. He says that he can't even look you in the eye.
Can we insight check that?
Yes,
I
of
wanna
course.
check.
I'm gonna decide if it is actual negligence.
Can I also roll insight?
That's just 10 for me.
Can I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think you can because you're watching the one, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 for me.
Okay, who's gonna incite? Like,
Me. Me
Okay.
also.
okay,
13 plus 2, 15.
Okay.
15. Okay.
Ittzki.
9.
No, it's
Nine.
didn't declare. So
No, I didn't
I
care.
got-
I don't care.
yeah. So yeah. Sorry.
19
What's
plus
your
19 plus 2.
There we go.
19, 21.
Okay. Um. Okay. So on Malak, did you get a 10 at least?
Yes. Exactly at 10.
Okay. Okay. So base minimum. Everyone. It doesn't seem it doesn't seem he's lying. Like you don't get a sense of like you look into your old you look at the people you encounter that are lying, and you like try to pick up, like you try to remember like the telltale signs, and
Mhm.
like he doesn't seem to be doing that. Like he doesn't seem to be doing that. But Sheevra, you note that wait, where is it? Sheevra, you get the feeling um that the way he talks, there's this like whenever Malak asks a question and he answers, there's this like long pause as if he's like deliberately choosing the words he wants to say. So yeah, that's what you all get from your insights.
So you just sign me if you want me to ask a question. So I'll just what else would I say? Is there anything you know that can help us in this city? Spit it out now.
No.
Well, this guy's very helpful. I changed my mind. Kill the dude.
Can we inside that check again?
Oh yeah, if you, yeah, of course.
So no. Damn it. 7. Definitely gotta replace this.
critical one.
No. I mean, now it doesn't matter. But like next time, tell me if you want insight. So
Mhm.
like,
Oh, okay.
because my logic is because if someone incites and they get to roll, the others might be tempted, like, oh hey, I'll incite also, since you saw it's a roll. Since you saw it's a low roll.
Mm-hmm.
So
It has to
before
be
inciting,
at the
just tell
same
me.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, just tell
Mhm.
me. So at least it's like it's fairer, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I mean,
So yeah, Malak say
yes.
so. That's it. You're not. You're gonna go down with negligence, and there's nothing you can do to help us. We're trying to protect this town, this people, your town, your people, and this is all you can give me. You're negligent, and that's it.
Yes. Talk with her, and he doesn't really. He's still looking down, but like you get the sense he's referring to
Liang.
Liang. Yeah.
Can I get what he means? Like is he's saying she knows something, or like she's the one that can help us, like that, something like that. Like
Like ba-
is he is he insinuating that there's
no,
something
he's just saying at this point, like you should be talking to her, since
she's
she
the head
would
of the
have
she's the
she
head
would
of
have the report,
security.
she would have security, she would have the like she knows where to lead you if like to get more clues, stuff like that. Like she would have more information than him right now at this point.
So he's basically useless, huh? I look at the guys. Anything you want me to ask?
So
Maybe
I mean, you've intimidated it. It didn't work.
Oh, I didn't roll
Let's try.
intimidation though. Like,
Oh, you didn't?
did I roll intimidation?
You did, right? At the start.
No, I think I rolled intimidation for Liang a while ago.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
Yeah, let's
let's
roll
start-
now. Let's roll now.
Let's roll that.
Let's
Yeah.
roll now. Yeah, let's get that out of the way first.
Yeah, you roll intimidation, and then
Shit,
if it doesn't
11.
work,
What the
I'll
fuck?
roll persuasion.
My rolls are so bad. 11.
Yeah, you try to like make this facade of like fear and um you try
Can't
to
you give
brute force
can't you
yourself.
give Malak can't you give Malak
Maybe-
advantage because we put, fire in his eyes, loud voice,
That's true.
That's true.
right? Maybe.
Okay, sure.
So another roll.
Yeah.
Roll
Just
again.
another
Yeah.
roll. Straight
Just
roll.
another roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, 21.
Nice.
Good job.
Ah,
Finally intimidated somebody. Break.
No, I feel that he would still give the same answers, but like yeah,
A lot
he'd
scared.
he'd just be more scared about it.
ask
But
him
like-
to give a detailed account of what happened on that day that they attacked.
Tell me how what happened that day and how you fucked up.
I fucked up a couple of weeks ago when I forgot to tell the security forces about the giants in the area.
How does that
Interesting.
happen?
He just shakes his head and goes, I forgot to debrief the security forces about the giants.
so do you mean you knew about the giants and you just forgot to tell the town the security to prepare?
Is there any way to check if he's under a spell or something like that?
Oh, that's a good call.
Well, if we have detect magic or something, I guess.
Yeah, that's a tech magic.
I don't
We
think
have
we have
that?
any.
We don't.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just
don't.
do.
Yeah.
Let's do. Let me try. Let's wink this. I'll do persuasion. I'm gonna butt in. Wait, what's my +2? 10
Wait,
plus
what are you
2.
gonna ask first? What are you gonna do
I'm
first?
gonna ask. I'm gonna ask like, oh, you seem you. Oh, it's very understandable that one can forget such important things. But I'm just curious. Did somebody kind of influence you to forget? Just between us, us strangers here. It's not going to go beyond these walls.
Okay, so okay, roll.
Okay. 14 plus 2, 16.
16. Oh, he just says he just says I don't think anyone influenced me.
Mm.
How did you
No
find
one
out about the
influenced.
giants?
They attacked a couple of weeks ago. Repelled them easily. And then with this story, it lines up with Liang said earlier that a couple of weeks ago, giants have attacked, but they were able to easily disperse them. And even with that, morale of the town was, it wasn't diminishing since they felt confident with the walls. But yeah, like
So wait, so if they attacked already, then everybody knows that they attacked, right? What did he fail to do?
basically he failed to properly set up
Inform.
patrols to make sure everything is covered.
Like we're-
Just kill the dude.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just kill the dude. It's getting annoying. It's not giving us any information.
How could you have forgotten such an important event? I'm not doubting your capacity, and I believe that you have enough skill and ability to do that normal function. Was there an event or did something happen that caused you not to be able to share that during your debriefing?
Thought the current system, the current defenses would be enough.
You thought very, very poorly.
Then why are you charged with what are you being charged of right now? Do you even know why you're here?
Because I didn't do my job.
So what do they call you?
Sorry, what do you mean by that question?
So what are they charging you of? Do
Negligent.
they call you a spy? Do they call you a traitor? What are you branded as right now?
Looks for the words and just goes, lazy.
Yeah, you're hiding something from us.
I think being lazy won't suffice to put you in a dungeon or to incarcerate you. I believe you know the answer, but you refuse to acknowledge what they brand you as. But whatever they call you, be it lazy, be it a traitor, be it a spy, do you believe that you are what they think you are?
Yes, I fucked up.
Yes, we all do. But don't you want to prove them wrong?
Just point us to the right
That's-
direction.
That's not for me to decide.
Then how can we help you?
Help us help you.
Help you.
Help us. Help you.
Okay, wait. I'm just gonna tell time out a bit because I feel like we're having a disconnect that's just growing wider. So like,
Yeah,
What?
he knows nothing. Right?
He really doesn't know that. He doesn't know anything.
We're just
yeah, parang like at this point, like how do I explain this? His job was to make sure that security was tight in like any event, and even after the first attack, he never changed anything that would he never changed anything with the current system. So with that, the invading army was like they were able to get in because nga, there were gaps in the security, and um as they got in, lives were endangered and lives were lost. So that's why he's being tried, or like prosecuted at least, because like um
His negligence.
his negligence is like, as of at this point, his negligence, you can trace back the loss of lives to that negligence. Like that's why he's being tried.
Okay. So maybe he's actually remorseful for his mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, was I not able to explain that earlier?
no,
It's
no,
like,
no. We were just more suspicious.
We're just trying to see if there's anything else because I thought he was
Yeah.
like branded as a spy or something.
Yeah. Sorry,
That
because
was
like in my head it made sense. So I'm like, oh no, did I not? Did I not
okay.
like?
Okay. But if,
We're just
if-
making
if-
sure.
Yeah. If that's the case, then it's more of asking him to describe what he found out about the giants. Did he notice anything? Did he see them coordinating with someone? Was someone leading them? Just to get at least that basic information.
Do they know where they are? Like their base, where they're staying.
Okay, he says the giants and the army fled to the east. That's what I saw when I was in the wall. When I was on the walls.
East.
No-
Was it towards any other town that you were familiar with?
Shakes his head. No.
Nobody thought to follow them.
We were too busy trying to assess what happened here.
And I look at Liang. You still haven't sent even a couple of scouts.
The scouts we sent were to inform Waterdeep of what happened.
Not to follow where the insurgents
Yeah,
came.
it seems negligent. It seems negligent also not to try to find out where they are and figure out if they're gonna attack again.
He says, he says, right now right now our priority is to ensure the safety of everyone who's here now. As I mentioned earlier, we do not have enough people to send out to search for these.
You
Giants.
have enough people. There should be. You can't spare two. The risk of not knowing where they are, what they're doing, seems a lot more important than whatever you're doing that you can't spare a couple of scouts.
Then perhaps the four of you could act as those scouts.
If we had more information,
If you already had scouts and if you already had scouts on and
No,
knew their
wait,
location, we could have
Sorry,
done
I
something
feel
else.
like I'm not explaining myself well here. Like they do have a labor shortage. Like,
oh,
yeah, you have.
No, but I know Malak understands that, but still, like strategically, knowing where your enemy
like-
is, like on the top tier of needed information of like stuff you should know.
Yeah, but okay. At this point, I'll just say it's like difference in priorities. Because like right
Yeah,
now,
so-
her duty towards making sure that the city is safe enough, and to ensure that everyone's safe enough here and now, because once Golden Fields falls, a lot of people are gonna go hungry. So that's why they're turtling up.
yeah. So I mean, I guess in the end, they just would have never really done anything. So he is just not a security person. He's just more of glorified subdivision guard. So I think we should just take what we have right now and then progress further.
Yes, agree.
So we just say goodbye to this dude and go back. Was there anybody else in captivity?
No, just him.
So we know that we report back to the abbot. So we just know that they went east. So that's.
I mean, there should be tracks that we can follow. It's not gonna be that hard.
Hmm.
They're giants.
And the abbot asks, as perhaps the four of you would be kind enough to investigate this for us.
It will be part of our purview, definitely. Is there any additional information that we should know? Any resources that we could use so that we could catch up to these people that breached your walls?
He looks around, studies you guys for a bit, and goes, perhaps you have a couple of mounts that may be faster than your current.
Exhibits.
Ooh,
Yes.
We're gonna
what's faster than the
say goodbye.
Axbix?
War
Riding.
horses?
No, I think riding horses.
They're faster.
Yeah.
We have riding horses
Give
for
us
exhibits,
griffins.
potions,
Flying.
resources.
Yeah, sorry.
And
Riding horse is
dice.
60 feet. The axe pick's only 50. But like, if you use them to dash, that's gonna make a lot of difference. Like, the longer you use them.
Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, that would. we would borrow these, and we shall see where they went.
Sorry,
Think-
did I miss my hearing? Are you gifting these steeds to us?
Unfortunately, no. We are only renting them.
lending.
To
Lending.
Lending.
We'll return it.
Not renting, lending, right?
Yeah.
So if we
Oh.
come back and they're dead, they're dead. Maybe we can... They're just tied outside.
Thank you. We'll take good care of them, and then I'll hold Malak's face to
I tell the group, this investigation here isn't as much fruitful. Maybe we'll get a little bit more information in the inn.
In the end, I thought we were gonna follow them now.
Well,
Oh, now
before we
at
follow,
night?
Oh,
Yeah, so-
okay. Yeah, it's nighttime now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before
so I
we
guess-
follow,
I guess yeah.
I will look for the head of the security.
Liang? Yeah.
Yeah. And I will update her also on what we found out. And I will apologize for my brashness.
I thought you were gonna apologize for Malak.
I can't apologize on your behalf, but I'll say the entire group like to apologize on behalf of our initial encounter. And it seems yeah.
Then come tomorrow. I shall lead you to their staging area. Perhaps that is enough of a launching point for you to find the rest of the army.
We would appreciate that. Thank you very much.
cool.
I must say, as a DM, part of his like, she already had,
Yeah.
like, you did, she's already ready to talk to you about it, but your guys are like, oh, let's go to the store.
And
Like,
no, I mean, like, hey, we're going to. How about join us for a drink at the inn? There's a lot of preparation we need to do before we ride at dawn to catch up with these insurgents.
she respectfully declines, as she has to also prepare for her own duties the next day.
Fine.
Like, sorry, what would you have wanted her to answer or like provide?
No, just like general.
I think
more
Horns,
context about.
Horns needs some company.
I would just say more
Asumedos.
context about the town.
Okay.
Company or no. I was actually trying to butter up for you since he was a 15.
Oh, I just get mad at her more. That's not my MO. That's your MO.
Yeah.
I don't think I was ever picky anyway.
She'll say that we can meet tomorrow. We'll meet tomorrow anyway before I lead you to their staging area, and perhaps I may. I'll prepare. I'll tell you what you need tomorrow.
Okay.
There. Let's leave it at that.
Well, if ever you have anything on your mind, we'll be staying in this place. Malak will be in this room. Itszki will be there. Sheevra will be here. And I'll probably be somewhere here. Just give a nod.
My room number is room number 69.
That's basically what he did.
I leave the keys under the mattress under the mat outside.
She just says, "Okay," and yeah, like it's getting a bit awkward for her, so like she just leaves.
And as she leaves, I'll go post.
Yeah, you hear a bear in the background. Roar.
Well, one's better than none. Well, shall we take our rest, gentlemen? And
Yep.
of course, our lady fighter.
It's about
Mhm.
that
It'd
time.
be nice. It'd be good to have a bed tonight.
Yeah, as you head to the inn, yeah, let's end for now and continue next week.
Yeah. So we're off next week, and then we'll be back
Mhm.
on the 10th.
Okay. Sounds good.
As Jong
I,
is
I,
on.
I really I really want to see this where I fucked up. Like, at which point where did you guys like? Where did the divergence of information
It-
start?
I
No,
think when I heard
we were
something
just
about
suspicious. We were
spy-
just suspicious of Strog. I think we were just we just wanted. I think like in the game, you
And-
know, where you think that where
Mhm.
you're able to talk to an NPC for some reason. You think there's some information there, so you keep digging.
You keep
even
on
though-
pressing A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep pressing
even
A.
Okay.
we thought they were.
But we didn't have
more important
context
than he
that
was.
yeah, but we also didn't have the context that that Golden Fields is primarily just food production. There's nothing else. Like, if I would at least I always assume that they will always have security forces that will have they can combat any threats, but it seems that they don't.
Like, there's just they don't have enough. I mean,
It's literally just for food production, nothing else. Protecting the food.
Yeah.
They don't have like okay, they don't have like intelligence or yeah, okay.
yeah, Golden Field is Golden Fields is a farmer fortress temple location. Like, all the people here are just to protect Golden Fields.
They don't care about anything else.
or maybe they don't have enough manpower and really resources to, you're like a very small town, farming town. Yes, you have some revenue, you have some people, but probably not enough to call an army. So I guess I understand why they can't send additional people.
They can't follow up on the threats
Yeah.
that may happen to them.
Strategically wrong though. I mean, you could
Because that's
spare
really-
one or two hunters to check where they
but
are.
they're probably not like they're not like
They're not
experienced.
militaristic. They're not military.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're probably not skilled enough to go
Strog was
after
the hunter. Strog was the hunter. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And-
aside from that, like, some pa ba yung- I feel na I had gaps in what I gave you.
No,
That's
I
why.
don't think so.
Don't worry about
You were
it.
just.
No,
You were just.
I think that no, I think that was just it. It's that
Yeah.
we assumed that
We assumed
Golden
that there was
Fields
something
is
more.
a normal town. You mean like
Yeah.
a normal town with all of the cool stuff that other
I'd
towns
probably-
might have.
Call them more of a village than a town, given
Mm.
like the size and the population. But I thought I heard some, like, you say something like he's like a spy. So I was like, when I thought of spy, I thought of so he's working with the other teams.
Who?
No, I don't know. I just thought, in some reason, I thought that he was like a spy. That's why he was captured.
Oh no, because, like, yun nga, parang the deaths of these people could lead back to him. So, like, parang he should be, like,
Held
justice has to
accounted.
be, yeah,
accountable.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. For me, I just thought that since you introduced him, there was more to meet
There's
the
something
eye.
more.
What not necessarily correct. Yeah, so that's it for us. We'll see each other.
I
on
will
the
say
10th.
I will say this. The information I gave you guys, the four of you, the mention I gave you guys are entirely based on the parang I made a list of, like, information with the corresponding DCs.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when you roll, and that's the outcome.
So, like, parang, like, I was like, okay, if they reach this, I'll give it. If they don't reach this, I won't
Mhm.
give it. So, like,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, you did, like, not all were achieved. So
Well, that's more realistic, anyways.
yeah. And then like and then I'm doing this habit now of like I'm writing down the difficulty. So like for example in the moment I'm like, oh I want you guys to succeed, but like I
You
did
have to
write it
stick.
down.
You have to stick with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it helped. Yeah, my friend does this, and it helps him like stick to the, like, oh, this is
Yeah,
the
to the
this is the
rules.
thing. Like, yeah. So I'm trying to do that because before I'm very like, oh, you're one off or two off. Yeah, might as well.
Mhm.
But like, no, let's make some like stories can be made from that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like sorry, just quick segue. Like one of our party mates before, she missed the difficulty by one. um it altered the whole course of the campaign.
Um,
Yeah, like yeah, like sketchy people hired her to transport something. um she discovered that, oh, I'm transporting bodies. um and then the city watch saw her and are like, hey, what are you doing? So she would like she tried to lie, said, okay, roll deception. The DM wrote, okay, DC 15. She got 14.
Oh.
And the guard's like, hey, you're under arrest now. And like that became a cornerstone. Like
Yeah.
like
It makes
everything we did after that can be traced back to that role.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I'm trying to do also. So like, yeah, I know it's frustrating that it seems that I'm hard blocking you guys, but like,
No, it's fine.
No, yeah,
I mean,
we're
that's
fine.
that's like that's a
That's a
real
game.
scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
we're
real
learning.
scenario.
Okay.
But
Take
I
us home.
still enjoyed that there's a lot of RP.
Yes, after
But
like
next time,
a lot of episodes of
a lot of episodes of
tournament
fighting,
we had,
RP is
yeah.
actually fresh. Yeah.
yeah, but like,
All
yeah,
right.
next week, no, we'll explore and see.
Oh,
where
next
we
week
are.
we're on a break.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
next
next
week.
session.
Yeah, next session.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And maybe we can do this also, right? Should we, like, after every session, just a quick review of what we enjoyed? More or less like a campfire discussion.
Yeah.
Diba? It's pretty fun too. Anyway, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to all our millions and millions of viewers. I'm hoping it's going to be millions, for watching this episode of the +63 Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Now, before we say our final goodbyes, I'd like you all to hit that bell icon so you know when a new episode drops. Please like, share, and follow us on all our social media accounts. Of course, we do have this on our YouTube channel, +63HP. We also have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and soon we'll explore other stuff. But for now, we'll stick with those, and our handles are still +63HP. So that's where you'll get to see and watch all our shows. So we do have review shows. So we have a pick of a week. We'll watch a movie together. We'll do a series, and we'll do a quick review about it, a synopsis. We'll have that usually drops on Mondays and Tuesdays. We have our Dungeons and Dragons out on Wednesdays and our review sessions on Thursdays. All of these drop 12 noon Philippine time. Okay, now if you would not like to see our faces for some unknown reason, maybe you're driving, maybe you're working and you just want to hear us talk to you, like your best friends. You could listen to us on our podcast. So we prefer Spotify, Amazon, and Apple Podcasts. But maybe even try a religious one. You'll probably hear us too. That's it for me. Any final goodbyes? Let's start with our one and only lady who loves a lady, Isa B.
yeah, see you
Love
in
somebody.
2 weeks. And Mr. Elephant says goodbye.
I was actually wondering what that was. I was like,
It's an elephant.
I thought it was
okay.
Cthulhu or
It was like a
something.
squid,
I
tentacles.
sent my ex a matching pink one. Did you know?
It's probably
I
burnt out now.
wonder what I don't know what happened to it right now.
It's been donated.
My kind of ex.
No worries. You know, you never know. Maybe she'll watch this episode and she'll see you're still holding the other elephant. Something like a sending stone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god.
anyway, but thanks for that. And we really hope your ex would wake up someday. Next, of course, let's say our final goodbyes, CHUBAX.
Yeah, really enjoyed this episode. Well, guess we're gonna miss next week, but yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks
Amen. Of course, our
for some
brother
giants.
from Brooklyn.
Thanks for joining us. We hope that you guys are enjoying your summer or you're enjoying some vacation, some family time. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Ciao, ciao. And of course, our amazing DM, Angelo.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's see what happens in the next session regarding this little army. I kind of like that. I kind of like that Malak and Liang have like a different set of priorities. I don't know. I don't. It's a small thing, but it makes me feel that like I don't know. It's good that it's
Yeah, yeah.
different. So like yeah. So I'm like okay. I accidentally made her feel a bit more like
Real.
real. I don't know. Yeah.
Human. Yeah. You did. You did. Well done. Okay. And that's it from the Silver Shadows and our amazing DM. Thank you very much once again. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Ciao.